One person was once telling the truth when he said Latoya's lies.
The only thing that got to me in all of this is Latoya's lies! Latoya's lies! Yes!
They were telling the truth because, what do you mean Clanky's lies?
For me, it's the lies! For me, it's the lies!
And how he was now called by the MADLANGA Commission to say that, come back, we want to talk to you, and you raised the question of legal representative. In this video, let us understand whether he has grounds to raise something like that, especially after he lied to the commission.
It doesn't look like we'll take the whole day with them. We, as the commissioners, want Brigadier Mokoena to come back. Is it possible for him to come back this afternoon?
Chair, the indication from Brigadier Mokoena in our engagements with him over the weekend is that he would prefer not to return to the Commission at this stage until he has considered legal advice and considered all the evidence that will be led in this matter. He's not sure if at this stage he is considered an implicated person, having regard to the evidence that was led last week. So he's still considering his position. And my understanding from the DPCI's legal advisor is that they've advised him not to participate at this stage unless the Commission absolutely wants him to come. But even then, he'll still consider his position.
We absolutely want him to come back. It will just be a question of the timing, but we absolutely do want him to come back. Remember, he had said that if Captain Kruger comes and confirms confirmation that he could not explain, that is the meaning thereof, as he used the word. And Captain Kruger came, but all of this, as you remember, related to whether or not he participated in the group. And he said he did not, and Captain Kruger said he did. And on the statements that we have shown, there are other witnesses, or at least there is one, but probably more than just one, who again contradict him. So we just must hear him again. So it's not a maybe. We do want to hear him again. But as I say, it's perhaps a question of timing, especially if he says he wants legal advice. I doubt that we will want to force him before he gets that legal advice.
Thank you, Chair. We will engage with him and his legal advisor on this aspect when we're done here today. Or during the tea adjournment, I will contact.
So there's many lies that Clanky told during his testimony. Actually, one can say he never told the truth. The entire testimony was a lie.
I'm not gonna have some pathological liar. Like, I am in disbelief.
And let us unpack why do I say that. Number one, he spoke about, I will first start with the issue of the police actually heading to Katiso Molefe's house. He said that they went there after the operation of the Northwest. But from the testimony that was given, it seems like they went there before, especially what Warrant Officer Nkosi said. Let us first start with the video of Clanky saying that these people went to the operation after the Northwest situation.
Then they were from another operation, which was, if I recall well, was in Rustenburg. And then they will try their best to rush to the said address.
But now Warrant Officer Nkosi disputed and said, no, you're lying. We actually went there before the Northwest situation, which was extremely important than this one of Katiso Molefe.
Warrant Officer, you say in paragraph 3 that part of the reason why you found it strange was because Brigadier Mokoena was aware that the Tom's team would be leaving for the Northwest. I think that aspect has been addressed by the commissioners, but are you saying that he was aware for the reasons that you stated earlier, that it would have been communicated to him either by your direct commander or within the WhatsApp group?
Indeed.
The second lie he told is that he does not know Katiso Molefe. But I put it to you that he definitely knows Katiso Molefe. I definitely think that there's other people who were there who did not know Katiso Molefe. For example, like Captain Roftophilus. I think it's Roftophilus, if I'm not mistaken. I think that Roftophilus definitely did not know Katiso Molefe. He just trusted the word of Kruger. When Kruger told him, just trusted his word and said, you know what, I've been working with this person. I don't have to know who's there. Let me just go. I believe Roftophilus' testimony. I don't know when they're going to call the partner to Kruger, but I put it to you that Kruger knows Katiso Molefe. The partner of Kruger knows Katiso Molefe. And as I've said in my previous video, these people, they spoke about this before. They knew that this operation was going to happen, and they knew that they were supposed to present themselves in that house. So I definitely think that Mokoena knew Katiso Molefe prior to the issue or the situation or the operation of the 6th of December. Then we have him sending members saying that he only sent 2 members. You cannot say you sent 2 members and be a member, participate very actively on a WhatsApp group that has more than 2 members, including Roftophilus, who was supposed to hire a chopper that's supposed to make circulations in that house.
And then he was talking to me, and then I didn't have much reason to participate in that chat group.
That bothers me, because if you were interested in knowing whether there were Hawks people at the address in Sandhurst and you had sent him there, his reason for creating the WhatsApp group would be to attend to your instruction.
I agree that he will attend to my instruction, Commissioner, but what I can confirm is that direct communication with him was giving me a first-hand information. That is why I didn't participate on the WhatsApp program.
I tell you what bothers me with the WhatsApps. If you go to Annexure B3 on page 9, and around 1644 on that same day, there is a WhatsApp that says, this is a legitimate police operation. I will send you Ops Commander's number. And then by around 1652, the details are provided that this is a legal subs operation, counterintelligence task team appointed by General Kumalo. Lieutenant Kumalo is in charge. If you look at that timeline, this is 1652. Do you see that? On page 9. There's a tab B3.
Correct.
Are you there?
I can see it.
Sorry, Brigadier, are you there?
Yes,
on
I
page
can
9.
see it.
Do you see where I was reading from?
Yes, Commissioner, I see where you are reading page 9.
Yes. Now,
Intelligence task team appointed by General Kumalo.
And I think that, according to, as Ruftofelis said, that they just only went there to just check the area, what's going on, assist their colleagues. They're not really there to disrupt. Hence, they don't think they interfered with the work of the police, as they were there to do those services of checking if whether there's nothing bogus happening.
The two members to go and verify what is happening on the set address. And then my expectation was for them to follow the instructions I indicated to them, and then come back to me, indicate to me to say what is happening on that address. And then if the situation was supposed to be either way than expected, they should have also come back to me to indicate to me to say, we are on this address, and then we are finding this picture. And then we should have now have a different discussion following what, the assessment on the address itself.
Well, you say in paragraph 8 of your statement that you didn't expect the two officers to add members to the team to attend to the scene. Why did you not expect that from them?
Commissioner, if it was supposed to come to request of additional members, they should have first indicated to me so that I can add additional members, unless if when they arrive at the scene and then the scene approach them differently, that might pose a sort of like a danger they should have followed their discretion to say, now we're facing this situation, what can we do?
Now, this Mokoena saying that he never participated in the WhatsApp group, then later on fixed himself and said that probably he did, he lied and stuff like that. I don't know if you guys remember the situation.
Copying and pasting.
Okay, so you don't dispute the authenticity of the WhatsApp screenshots. You accept that these are screenshots of the WhatsApp group.
Yeah, I don't question the authenticity.
But insofar as it relates to messages that appear to have been sent by you in that group, you question that you actually sent it into that group. You say that Captain Kruger copied and pasted messages that was exchanged between the two of you privately into that group.
That's what I want to believe in, Commissioner.
Okay.
What's the nature of the confirmation that you have in mind? A confirmation that would result in you tendering an apology and accepting that you were being untruthful. What sort of confirmation do you have in mind?
Commissioner, if I'm allowed, can I be allowed just to reserve that answer?
Be allowed to respond at a later stage?
So that I can
that's fine, that's in order.
But him doing that was him actually lying to the commission. And he actually knew that there's more than one person being recruited or being mobilized to go to Katiso Molefe's house because of how the WhatsApp group had more than one person, had a lot of people, including Warrant Officer Nkosi, who are sending pictures, talking about a lot of things, including the standing down, even the chopper situation was communicated by that situation or by one of those people. Then we're moving now to Mtetwa.
Thank you, Commissioner. After indicating to me that it's at the scene and it's a legit police operations, while giving me feedback, he said to me he spoke with the team leader, the Captain Wanda, and he also indicated that he is closer to me. Do I want to speak with him?
And then what happened?
Indeed, I did communicate with Captain Wanda to say to him, Captain Wanda, the reason for sending my team to the scene itself is to come and verify if it's a legit police operation within that address. And then I further indicated to him how the information came to me until I dispatched the team to the address.
Okay, before we proceed, can I just understand, you're saying that you were on the phone with Captain Kruger on Captain Kruger's phone?
Correct.
And he then gave the phone to his phone to Captain Wanda?
Correct, Commissioner.
Okay, so Captain Wanda gave evidence earlier, and he says that he spoke to you on the phone of an unknown African male who was at the scene, who gave him the phone, and on the other end, you were there, on the other end of the call.
No.
Do you recall that?
No.
And he didn't call you?
No, Commissioner, I don't know him. I don't recall making a call to this gentleman.
Okay, thank you.
He said he does not know Mtetwa, but it was proven that Wanda said it, that he received a call from Mokoena through Mtetwa's phone. Mtetwa was the one that actually went to him to give him the phone.
And Captain, you say this is the man that brought the cell phone to you.
According to my recollection, Commissioner.
And on that cell phone, you say you spoke to the brigadier. Now you know it's Brigadier Mokoena.
That is correct,
On this gentleman's phone.
That is correct, Commissioner.
Do you have any knowledge whether this person that you've just pointed out here, whether that person is a member of the Hawks?
No, I do not have any knowledge. I do not bear any knowledge, Commissioner.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So when you look at all these situations amongst many, because I did not want to make this video too long, but amongst many, when you look at these situations, he lied to the commission. He even himself said that probably I lied to the commission, did not tell the truth, that he even held his head with that disgrace.
My side, I will be owing the commission an apology, and then I will also, secondly, be in a position that I didn't tell the truth to the commission to my best ability.
Commissions of inquiry are regulated by the Commissions Act of 1947. The President of South Africa can form the commission in terms of Section 84(2) of the Constitution. So now, let us look at the legal basis of this. So if, let's just say, a lot of time lapses without Mokoena communicating with the commissioners as to whether he's coming back or not, what MADLANGA can do is to summon him. When you are on a commission, you take an oath or an affirmation. And in terms of Section 6 of the Commissions Act, lying under oath is perjury. It is a very, very serious criminal offense under Section 9 of the Commissions of the Commissioners of Oath, I think, something like that, Act, as well as the Criminal Procedure Act. Any testimony that has been realized that it's false, it can be transferred or referred to criminal investigation so that they can check what's going on, and even later on prosecution. And in terms of Section 6 of the Commissions Act, it's a criminal offense to ignore or not come, especially after you've been summoned. Because according to Section 6, it says that if you fail to attend, there should be reasonable reasons. There should be a sufficient cause that gives you reasons why you should not attend. Without that, you should attend. And in most cases, perjury has a fine, a certain amount for fine, and also 6 months of direct imprisonment. And the reason why that is the case is because if you fail to adhere to the summon, it's similar to contempt of court, and you can either be arrested by the NPA, for prosecution. Now let us look at Section 35 of the Constitution, which says that you have the right to legal representation. And that is the argument that Clenke has raised so far, that he's still consulting his legal team with regards to this whole thing that is going on. And what the commissioners have done is to give him time to consult and speak to his legal representative, because what is done with his first testimony is that he's self-implicated himself, right? It was self-implication or self-incrimination. However, he cannot do that to delay the proceedings. He can't abuse that right to delay or obstruct the proceedings indefinitely. He definitely needs to give them a certain timeline, a certain time to consult with his legal representative so that he can come back. Hence, MADLANGA, if you remember, he said that, consult, and then when he's done consulting, he should definitely come back. Let's look at the precedents that has already been set. If you guys remember Jacob Zuma's case. I know that some of you love Jacob Zuma so much, I get it, but unfortunately, his case is precedents, and we use it, as precedents in terms of informing how the other courts might decide with the situation. So if you guys remember, with Malala was supposed to appear before the Zondo Commission, but he refused to appear. Even after being summoned, he refused, and what the commissioners did is to take the court to the Constitutional Court, compelling him to attend or comply with the summons. And what did he do? He still did not comply, which then warranted a warrant of arrest, and he was then arrested for 15 months, even though that didn't happen because of the presidential pardon. But that was supposed to happen because of the contempt of the summons. So the principle there that was developed is that the Commission of Inquiry exercise power under the Commissions Act and has authority that is equivalent to a court in compelling attendance. So let us go back to this Clanky situation. Let us say Clanky decides that, okay, he's going back. One of the things that he can do is to apologize and correct the record, ensuring that he's allowed for cross-examination of the earlier testimony. But one thing that he should know is that his credibility will definitely be challenged in the final report that MADLANGA is going to release. And then when it comes to self-incrimination, he can invoke Section 6.2 of the Commissioners Act, which states that the testimony given before a commission cannot be used against a witness in criminal proceedings, excluding the situations of perjury. So if they charge him with perjury, that's where the situation will be. But besides that, if he can go fix his record, he gets somewhat a second chance. And one of the impacts that this is going to have with his job is that the MADLANGA can write to the National Commissioner asking that this man be removed from his positions, and he will subsequently lose his job. So I always ask myself, is all of this even worth it? Are these people who are doing all of this realize that this is really not worth it? They're sacrificing everything for this man called Katiso Molefe, and because of their greed for money and positions. Such a painful situation to watch, to see these black men who are fathers and some of them even breadwinners doing such things to themselves. Lastly, I wanted us to talk about Brown Mogotsi. So Brown Mogotsi yesterday staged his unaliving. And this thing for me, it's painful considering the situation of people who are whistleblowers, because if one can look at it very carefully, Brown can also be considered a whistleblower to a certain degree.
Well, controversial and politically connected businessman Brown Mogotsi has reportedly survived the shooting in forced arrest in the East Rand last night.
Yeah, that's the breaking news this hour. It's believed unknown gunmen opened fire on his vehicle.
Yeah, police are said to be on the way to the scene this hour. Mogotsi's name, of course, has featured prominently in probes into alleged rot in the police service.
He's accused of criminal activities, meddling in SAPS and bankrolling Police Minister Senzo Mchunu.
Yeah, Mogotsi's business premises was raided in the northwest last month, after which he claimed he felt threatened.
Yeah, so we'll give you more details on this as soon as more details become available. In fact, we have a team on the way to the scene.
And if you look at the recent video that I saw on YouTube of a whistleblower who's currently on the run because of them knowing certain information about Home Affairs, to another whistleblower in the documentary of Babita Deokoran, also being afraid of how she's right now, living in fear because of her being a whistleblower. And you look at all the situation and how vulnerable whistleblowers have. Then you see people like Brown Mogotsi, who then, structured these unalivings, that there was an attempt unaliving in their lives. And then when you look at vehicles that they were driving, you ask yourself, how did he survive? And also, Brown Mogotsi is the Brown Mogotsi Foundation, guys. He's receiving money on that. He's definitely receiving money from cadres of the ANC. And also, he's receiving money from Vusumuzi Ketmatla. Do you think he's driving that car with such tires that look like that car has not been driven for years? And then lastly, who has the motive to unalive him? Recently, he's been fighting with Fikile Mbalula on the Botswana situation, to a point that Fikile Mbalula even screamed that he's not safe and that he wanted to interdict Brown Mogotsi from those utterances and for him to delete anything where he says something like that. And I'm not shocked, because he did the same thing with Anele Mda. But that's what he's doing right now, saying that he's not safe. And, it goes back to Fikile Mbalula. I don't know if that message was sent back to Fikile Mbalula that, bring it on. If you think that you're not safe, I'll take it straight down there. Because if you're not safe, there would have been brown blood stains in your car. And also, you've been wounded somewhere, somehow, to show that there was an attack. Unless, when you are Jackie Chan, you are Steve Segan, you are untouchable in your stories. But I think, definitely Fikile Mbalula is part of the people that might be suspects in this whole situation, especially with the threats that have been going on between both of them. Also, there's two, part of the big five, Katiso Molefe and Vusumuzi Ketmatla, because this man knows a lot. This just constructed this thing as it already seems like, because he's just trying to run away from the commission. He's trying to buy time to attend the commission, because he knows that his story is not as good. His story is not as straight. There's a lot of loopholes. Because these people, why are they doing all of these things when they have to go to the MADLANGA? Why they attack when you have to go to MADLANGA in account? He said he's ready. He said he wants to go. He said he wants to say his side of the story. Why is he now not going there? I don't know what you guys think. Please comment, although I didn't want to delve deep on this. I feel like this was reported a lot of times by many different creators. Go and watch that if you think that you want more context, but I just wanted to give my small remarks with regards to Brown Mogotsi. Nonetheless, let me hear your thoughts in my comment section. I'll see you guys in my next upload. Bye.